example 4, page number 429. Page number 429. So the question is, first question is, evaluate the definite integral I is equals to integration 0 to 2 mod x square plus 2x minus 3 dx. So if it will be a modulus function with linear function inside it, then it is easy to find the value of that modulus function. हाँ, आप रख लो या तो. हाँ. So that we can do just by applying that, finding out that value. Okay. But if we have quadratic function inside this, so we have to evaluate its value by applying some rules. So which rule will be applied over here? Let's understand. First is we have to factorize that modulus function which is inside this mod. So x square plus 2x minus 3. So we have to find linear factor. So we have to split the middle term. So middle term will be split in this two parts. Further, we will take common from this and this. So when x, we can take x common. So we will get x minus 3. Further plus 1 from this. So it will be x minus 3. So the factors will be mod x plus 1 and x minus 3. Correct? Okay, so this is the first step. Now further, we will equate the two parts, the two factor to 0. So when we equate x plus 1 is equals to 0, we will get x is equals to minus 1. And when we will equate x minus 3 is equals to 0, we will get x is equals to plus 3. Okay? Okay. Now, what we do, we will locate these 2 points on the number line. So number line is endless from minus infinity to plus infinity. We got two critical points. First one is minus 3. The next one is plus 3. Correct? So overall, we have 3 intervals in this number line. The first interval is from minus infinity to minus 1. The second interval is from minus 1 to 3. And the third one interval is 3 to infinity. Correct? Now, the value of this modulus function will be either positive of this function or negative of this function. Now, we have to determine in the first interval, it will be positive or negative. Correct? So, what we will do, we will select any value from this first interval. Let us consider minus 10, which belongs to this interval. So we put that value in both the factors. So when we put minus 10, so this term will be negative. This term will be also negative. So negative is positive. So mod of positive is positive. So there will be no change. So this function, the function at this interval will not be changed. It will be x plus 1 into x minus 3 as it is. Correct? Because we are getting a positive value. So when there is a positive number inside the modulus, we do not change the number. We will take it as it is. Okay. Now for the next interval, that is minus 1 to 3. We will consider any number between this interval. Let us consider 0. So when we put 0 in both the factors, so this term will be positive. This term will be negative. So positive into negative, it means negative. So inside modulus, we are getting a negative number. So the function will be minus times of this. So we will multiply the function with negative number. Look, let me write this part right over here, because we don't have sufficient space. Okay. So for the next part, for this part, the function, the value of function will be mod minus of this, minus like this. Correct? So whatever inside the modulus, it will be multiplied with negative. Now we will check the next interval, that is 3 to infinity. Consider any value between this interval. Let us consider 10. So when we put 10 in modulus, we will get positive value for both the factors. It means the overall value inside the modulus is positive. So there will be no change. So for this interval, the modulus function will be replaced like this. Correct? Shavi, you got this? Okay. So what we can write here is mod of x square plus 2x minus 3. This modulus function will have either positive value, it means x square plus 2x minus 3, or negative value minus of x square plus 2x minus 3, like this, based on this interval. So in which interval we are getting same function? It is from minus infinity to minus 1 and 3 to infinity. So this value will be considered over the interval minus infinity to minus 1 union 3 to infinity, like this. For these two intervals, the function will remain same. And for the next interval, the remaining interval, which is from minus 1 to 3, minus 1 to 3. So for minus 1 to 3, it will be like this, correct? Okay. Now we have to integrate the function over the interval 0 to 2. So we will see in the interval 0 to 2 exactly the point 0 where it lies. It lies between this 0 and 2. 0 and 2 both lie on the same interval. 2 also lie on the same interval, 0 to 2. So for this complete interval, the value of function is like this. So we will take this value only of the function, correct? So here this integral I is equals to integral 0 to 2, and for this interval we will write this minus of x square plus 2x minus 3 dx, correct? Chevy, you got this? How we have considered this value? Okay. Suppose the integral was from 0 to 5. Let us consider if the integral was from 0 to 5. Limits are from 0 to 5. Then how we can do so? How we can solve that? We will consider the limit from 0 to 3. And for that interval, we will take negative value. And from 3 to 5, we will take positive value. Because after 3, we are getting positive value function. Correct? Shall we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it. Now you can integrate and apply the limits and you'll get the answer. So first we should take x minus outside and integrate each term. So the first term will be x cube upon 3. Second term will be x square. Third term will be minus 3x. Okay. Now apply individual limits. Like in the first part 0 to 2. In the second part it is also from 0 to 2. Third part it is also from 0 to 2. So minus is outside. Now first we apply upper limit 2. So 2 cube is 8. 8 minus 0 is nothing but 8. So 8 upon 3 plus 2 square is 4 minus 3 into 2. That is 6. So we will get minus times of 8 by 3. 3 2s are 6. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So it will be minus, we will take LCM. 8 minus 6 is 2. So you will get minus 2 by 3. Just check. Oh. Actually, we have done something wrong over here. And where exactly it is?
We are getting two limits.
Yes, actually, in the first step, it was wrong. Just wait. Actually, the complete solution fundamental is completely correct. Just one thing that is wrong is this. Just look at this. I have factorized in a wrong way. The middle term will get splitted in plus 3x and minus x like this, correct? So we will get this critical point like this different. Okay, so this here I have done the mistake. Okay, but the concept is same. So this is correct when it is minus 2x and when it is also minus 2x, then it is correct. Okay. Now try to solve the correct question, because with that you can match your answer and results. हाँ करेक्ट वाला बना दो. Mod x square plus 2x minus 3 dx. So the first step is we have to factorize x square plus 2x minus 3, and we will get the factors like x plus 3 and x minus 1. These will be the factors. Further, we will locate these factors on the number line. So the critical points are like minus 3 and 1. So we will get three intervals. First interval is minus infinity to minus 3. Second interval is minus 3 to 1. Third interval is from 1 to infinity. Now for the first interval, check the same. Actually, same thing they have done by drawing that figure. You can check whether they have taken positive, negative like this. So you can understand by that also. Okay, so for any value in between this interval, now let us consider minus 10. Okay, so we will get negative number both the side. So it is negative. Sorry, negative number in both the sides, so it will be positive. So that's why it has taken positive. For the next, it will be negative. So that's why they have taken negative. Like if we put 0, we'll get negative. For more than 1, any number more than 1, like 2. For 2, we will get positive. So like this. Okay. So for the first interval, the function will be x square plus 2x minus 3. For the second interval, the function will be minus times of x square plus 2x minus 3. For the next interval, again it will be x square plus 2x minus 3. Correct? Now, the critical point here is 0 to 1. The limits are from 0 to 2. Sorry, 0 to 2. 0 to 2. We have to integrate the function over this interval 0 to 2. So, we will divide the limit from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. Correct? From 0 to 1, we will take this value of function, that is minus of x square plus 2x minus 3. And from 1 to 2, we will take that positive value x square plus 2x minus 3 dx, like this. And further, you can integrate and apply the limits, and final answer will be there. Chevy, if there any doubt, then ask me.
No, sir, understood this one.
Okay. Similarly, you can try the third part of question 4. Here we will get three critical points, like, and four intervals will be there. सिक्स्थ का थर्ड पार्ट, इसका आंसर सही है ना? सॉरी, एग्जाम्पल 4 का थर्ड पार्ट, एग्जाम्पल 4 का थर्ड पार्ट। हम्म। फैक्टर्स मिलेंगे एक्स, एक्स प्लस वन, एक्स माइनस वन। ये जो अंदर फंक्शन गिवन है ना, उसको फैक्टराइज करना है, तो सबसे पहले एक्स कॉमन निकलेगा, तो क्या बचेगा? फिर ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, ए प्लस बी, ए माइनस बी, एक्स प्लस वन, एक्स माइनस वन।
Yes, I got the answer for this example.
यस,
So
यू गॉट द
next,
आंसर। यस।
yes, sir. So next, which question?
Next you can solve, just wait, let me check. Next, so you can try a question from exercise 7.12, question number 6. You can try any one question from the that sixth.
We're doing the third part.
Okay. कौन सा? दिखा पेन। x प्लस वन, एक्स माइनस वन, स्क्वायर क्यों लगेगा? ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद तीनों फैक्टर्स को इक्वल्स टू जीरो करेंगे, तो x इज इक्वल्स टू जीरो, माइनस वन और वन, तीन क्रिटिकल वैल्यूज मिलेंगी। अब ये नंबर लाइन बना, इधर माइनस इन्फिनिटी, इधर पे प्लस इन्फिनिटी। सबसे पहले माइनस वन आएगा, फिर जीरो आएगा, फिर वन आएगा। तो इंटरवल्स क्या हो गया? माइनस इन्फिनिटी से माइनस वन, माइनस वन से जीरो, जीरो से वन, और वन से इन्फिनिटी। यहां तक समझ में आया? अब देख, इसमें साइन चेक करना, इस वाले में पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव है। तो कोई भी नंबर ले, इसके बीच में -10 ले ले सपोज, -10 अगर रखेगा तो ये नेगेटिव है, ये भी नेगेटिव होगा, ये भी नेगेटिव होगा। तीन बार नेगेटिव, मतलब ये से इंटरवल में क्या आएगा? नेगेटिव। -1 से जीरो का ले, मान ले -0.5 ले रहा है, तो ये नेगेटिव, ये पॉजिटिव, ये नेगेटिव। -0.5 लेगा ना, हाँ, तो पॉजिटिव आएगा, तो इस इंटरवल में वो क्या आएगा? पॉजिटिव। फिर 0 to 1 का इंटरवल देख, 0 to 1, तो 0.5 ले, ये नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव, मतलब ओवरऑल क्या आएगा? नेगेटिव। और वन से इंफिनिटी का लेगा तो पॉजिटिव आएगा, जैसे 100 ले ले, तो ये क्या रहा है? पॉजिटिव। तो इस इंटरवल में तेरे को ना पॉजिटिव वैल्यू लेनी है, जो भी है उसको एज इट इज लिखना है, और इन दोनों इंटरवल में अगर आता है ना, तो उसमें माइनस लगा देना है बाहर, समझ गया? तो अभी इंटरवल कौन सा है? -1 से 2 है ना, तो -1 से जीरो पे पॉजिटिव, जीरो से वन पे नेगेटिव, फिर वन से टू पे पॉजिटिव, ऐसा करना पड़ेगा।
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, once can you please see these steps if it is visible?
Yes. X square. So you got two critical point. First one is 0, then next one is 2, 0 to 2, and the limit is from 1 to 3. Correct. So 1 to 2, we will take negative value. 2 to 3. Yes, it is correct. Yes, it is correct.
Sir, then like this will be our equation, no? Like from where we have to start solving.
For which question? That the same question.
Yes, sir. So please check these limits. Like I have written 1 to 2 and 2 to 3.
थोड़ा सा ऊपर करना, just upside that. Yes,
Yes, sir.
from 1 to 2, just remove the modulus symbol first thing. Now you don't need to write mod. Okay. कृष्णा वाला बना क्या क्वेश्चन? चेक करना एक बार, और कुछ डाउट है तो बताना. एक्सरसाइज में 6 में से कोई भी एक क्वेश्चन ट्राई कर लेना, जिसमें डाउट हो पूछ लेना. हम्म. हाँ, कोई भी एक क्वेश्चन जो टफ लग रहा है, जो लग रहा है थोड़ा मुश्किल जाएगा. Shabby, which question you are solving right now?
So this one only I'm solving a sixth third part. The
So you
last steps. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yes, I got the answer.
Okay. So कृष्णा कौन सा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे हो? थर्ड हो जाएगा ना, बन जाएगा. 0 2 क्रिटिकल पॉइंट्स आ रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करें नेक्स्ट टाइप के. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ questions based on greatest integer function. Okay, so for that just open the book, open the page number, that is page number 431, page number 431. Okay, so in 431 you can see example 6, example 6, question number 1. Now the question number 1 is I is equals to integration 0 to 1, 0 to 1 greatest integer 3x dx. You have to determine this. Okay, so first we have to understand what is actually greatest integer function. Okay, so the greatest integer function is like uh, whatever number inside this function, like if we have 3.4, so its value will be integer before this number, or if this number is integer, like 2.4, so integer just before this is nothing but 2, correct? For example, if we have greatest integer 3, so its value will be 3. For example, if we have greatest integer 3.99, so its value will be 3. Correct? So whatever input is there, if that input is integer, then we will write it as it is. If it is not an integer, then we will write the integer previous to that number. Correct? So tell me, what about greatest integer 0.01? What will be its value? 9. No. What will be its value, Shavi?
Sir, I think zero only.
Yes, its value will be 0, because 0 is also integer. So before this we will get 0. What about in minus 0.2? Greatest integer minus 0.2?
Sir, zero.
No, its value will be minus 1. What about greatest integer minus 1.2? Its value will be minus 2. Okay, now
Yes, sir,
if
understand.
if you have any doubt, you can check with the number line. Like here it is 0, here it is 1, it is 2, like this. So any number from 0, any number from 0 to before 1, we will get result 0. Correct? Now for any number from minus 1 to 0, before minus 1 up to minus 1 in this, so we will get its value as minus 1, like this. Correct? Its value will be minus 1. So any number between minus 1 to minus 2, like minus 1.2, so which fall in this interval, so we will write like 0, minus 2. Correct? So this is how we calculate greatest integer function. Okay, value of greatest integer function. So its value will always be integer first thing. Whatever it will be, like it will be integer. Okay. Now here we have greatest integer 3x, not x. Here it is greatest integer 3x. Now the value of x is like from 0 to 1. So the value of 3x will be from which interval? It will be on what interval? So we have to identify that value. Okay. Now look, here the limit of integration is from 0 to 1, correct? So the so the 3x, that is 3x. So we will multiply 3 both the sides. So it will be like 3x uh, greatest integer 3x, or we can write simply 3x. Okay, 3x. So 3x will be from 0 to 3 like this, correct? So its value will be either x is equals, either 3x is equals to 0, or it will be 3x is equals to uh, when the limit is from, just wait na, 1 upon 3, 2 upon 3. How we can represent this situation? Just let me write it by this way. X is equals to y by 3.
So
Now,
like we have to get our answer in points, something like that.
no, just wait, let me explain that. 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. Actually, uh, how we have to write this particular expression is little bit tricky. So first we have to write this complete greatest integer function 3x in terms of y like this. So 3x is equal to y. So the value of x will be y by 3 like this. Okay. Now the value of greatest integer function 3x depends on x. Okay. And here the values of x are from 0 to 1, correct? So if it is like, if we put 0 here, so it will be like 0. If we put 1 here, so it will be like 1 by 3. If we will put 2 here, so it will be 2 by 3. And at last, if we put 3 here, it will be 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is nothing but 1. Okay, so the value of x will be from 0 to 1, like where it is written. Okay, so we will divide this complete integral into some parts. Like first part will be from 0 to 1 by 3 for this interval. So if the value of x is from 0 to 1 by 3, the value of 3x will be from 0 to 1, correct? So when we put x is equal to 0, we will get 0. When we put x is equal to 1 by 3, we will get 1, correct? So for this interval, for the interval 0 to 1 by 3, the value of greatest integer function 3x will be 0. Why it is 0? Because upper limit is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 cannot be there. Any number less than 1 by 3 will be there. So any number less than 1 by 3, this greatest integer function will be less than 1. Like it will be less than 1. So that's why we will get 0 here.
So but like it is an assumed value, no? Like we have considered 3x is equals to y, then x is equals to y by 3, which then we have taken as 1 by 3. So
Okay.
like how can we explain this equation properly in the consideration that we have taken here?
Okay, just wait, let me explain it in some other way. Okay, now whatever function inside this modulus function is in greatest integer function is there. Now consider the lowest value inside this, so that is 0. So when we put 0 here, so it will be greatest integer 0. Okay, its value is 0. Okay, so for 0, the value of 3x will be 0. For x is equals to 0, the value of greatest integer 3x is equals to 0, correct? And until x is less than 1 by 3, until x is less than 1 by 3, the value of 3x will always be 0, correct? Because after 1 by 3, when x is equals to 1 by 3, it will be greatest integer 3 into 1 by 3 like this. So it will be
Yes, sir,
greatest
got it.
integer 1, so it will be 1, correct? So the for first interval, that is from x is equal to 0 to 1 by 3, this complete value will be 0, correct? So first interval will be divided from 0 to 1 by 3, and we will write this greatest integer 3x as 0 in this interval, correct? Now, for the next interval, that is for x greater than x equals to 1 by 3, up to what value? Up to the value x less than 2 by 3. Up to the value x less than 2 by 3. So, up till that value, we will get the same result. Greatest integer 3x is equals to 1. Because when x is equals to 2 by 3, the greatest integer 3 into 2 upon x, it will be like greatest integer 2, and we will get the next value as 2, correct? So the next interval will be from 1 by 3 to 2 by 3, correct? For this interval, 1 by 3 to 2 by 3, okay? For this interval, we are getting 1 as greatest integer function, correct? So its value will be 1 dx. Now for the next interval from 2 by 3 to the next interval, that is from कहाँ पर? नहीं, 1 by 3 से 2 by 3 से कम तक का है ना, लेस देन 2 by 3 लिखा है. अब वो 2 by 3 देखो, लोअर करना है, उसमें भी आगे करेंगे, अभी इंटीग्रेट नहीं कर रहे हैं, अभी तो हम उसकी फंक्शन की वैल्यू लिख रहे हैं ना बस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इंटरवल विल बी फॉर ग्रेटर देन 2 by 3 or 2 by 3 to greater than 2 by 3. So up to it will be like 3 by 3, because 3 by 3 is 1. So when we put 3 by 3 like 1 in this greatest integer function, so we will get 3 into 1, that is nothing but 3. So
So that means we'll consider a lesser value.
yes, like 3. So for the next interval, it means till x is less than 1. Just wait. So till x is less than 3 by 3, the greatest integer function 3x will be equals to 3, will be equals to 2, like this. So in the next interval, its value will be from 2 by 3 to 1, it will be 2 dx. Correct? Okay, so we will break the greatest integer function in this way. Further, we will integrate each term. So this term is nothing but 0. So we can reject this term. Its integration will be x. Limit will be from 1 by 3 to 2 by 3. Its integral will be 2x. Limit will be from 2 by 3 to 1. Correct? So further, upper limit minus lower limit. So 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3, we will get 1 by 3 here, plus here it will be 1 minus 2 by 3, so it will be like 1 by 3, so plus 2 by 3, and further add, so we'll get 3 by 3, that is equals to 1. So the final answer will be 1 over here.
So,
Correct?
so basically we have considered all the values from 0 to 1. For example, 0, we can write it as 0 by 3, which will be 0. So our
Yes.
lower limit will be 0. Then we went for 1 by 3.
Yes.
And from 1 by 3 to 2 by 3 in this way.
Yes, correct, in this way.
So
Okay.
like if it was 5, 0 to 5,
If
then
it
our
will be,
equation will be big.
yes, then we have some other points over there. Like for the next interval, like we have taken 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, and further we will take 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3, and so on. So if
Yes, sir.
it will be 5, so 3 fives are 15. So I think it will be like 15 by 3 till 15 by 3. It will be like that, correct?
Yeah, yes, sir. So
Okay.
basically, our answer should be what is given in the limit. Like if it is 5,
Yes.
so we have to break it in the form of 5 only.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Okay. Now we can try some questions from that exercise also, which is given in page number 439. You can try to solve question number 4, which is completely based on this. Question number 4 and also question number 2, second and third part from question 2. Second and third part from question 2. सो ये हटा दूं अभी मैं. ओके. So question number 2, let's start with the second part. It is I is equals to greatest integer minus 1 to 1 x dx. So just understand this. It will be from minus 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. Okay. So any value between minus 1 to 0 means less than 0. The upper limit is not included. So minus 1 to less than 0. If this value is under greatest integer, the greatest integer will be minus 1 only. Correct? So if x is greater than or equals to minus 1 less than 0, then the value of greatest integer will be minus 1. Correct? So we will replace this with minus 1 dx. Okay. And for the next interval, that is from x is greater than or equals to 0 and less than 1, the greatest integer x will be equals to 1, will be equals to 0. Correct? So for this interval, we will write 0 dx. Correct? Shall we clear? Okay. Further, this part we can reject. So minus as it is, x limit will be from minus 1 to 0. Apply upper limit minus lower limit. So it will be like this plus 1. So final answer will be minus 1. That's it. Okay. Now solve the next question from the same question number 2, third part. Just limits are changed. Limits are different only. बन गया. So integration 0 to 1.5 greatest integer x dx. So first we have broken this complete integral into two parts like this. For the first part, we have to write 0 in place of greatest integer. And for the next part, we have to write 1 in place of this. Correct? So it will be x limit will be from 1 to 1.5, upper limit minus lower limit. So we will get 0.5. Correct? Shall we? Clear? Okay. Now solve the question number 4. Solve question number 4. Question number 4. Integral 1 to 2 greatest integer 2x dx. Yes. So here we have to think how we have to divide the limit. So first limit will be from 1 to 1 to 3 by 2. That is 1.5. Next limit will be from 3 by 2 to 2. Correct? So for this interval, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 2x है ना, क्योंकि अगर मान ले x की वैल्यू 1 से 3 by 2 के बीच में है, ठीक है, x की वैल्यू, तो हाँ, तो इसकी वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 1 हो जाएगी. लेकिन अगर 3 by 2 से बड़ी है और 2 के बीच में है, तो 3/2 से बड़ी मतलब एक मिनट, हाँ इसमें तो 1 हो जाएगा। एक मिनट ना, देखो, when x is in between 1 to 3/2, correct? So greatest integer to x will be what?
So like you have considered the half value in between 1 and 2, like 1.5.
Yes, it will be divided in two part because 2x is there. Like when there was 3x, so the limits will be divided in three parts. Like 4x will be there, so we will divide the limits in the complete function in four parts, like that. Okay. So here it is greatest integer 2x. So the limits will be from 1 to 3/2 and 3/2 to 2. यस, सो x की जगह पे यहाँ 1 रखेंगे तो 2 आएगा। यहाँ सेकंड वाला जो इंटरवल है, फॉर दैट इंटरवल द लिमिट्स इज फ्रॉम दिस 2 to 2. So we put 3/2 over here, so we will get 3. So for this interval it will be 2 and for this interval it will be 3. Shavi, is it clear or doubt?
So this one I'm not getting.
Okay.
So like can you please show it on number line that how you have considered 3/2, like you showed it for example, no?
Yes, actually, look, uh, like how I can explain this. For example, whatever interval is there, like it is like a to b, k greater greatest integer kx dx. Like if it is like this, okay. So here the complete interval a to b will be divided in, first it will be divided in some equal parts, that is k equal parts. It will be divided like in k parts. Just let me try. How can I
So
explain?
like you have written fraction in the form of fraction. So like can we write it in the form of point?
Yes, we can write in the point form of point, like 1.5 and 1.
Because 1 and 2 are consecutive numbers, so like we could have considered 0.75 also, or like 0.25 also.
Yes, we can consider that value.
Sorry, not 0.2. So like 1.75 or 1.25 in this way.
No, because for this it will be only 1.5. It cannot be 1.75 because like for 1 to 3/2 its value will be 2, because when we put 1, so it will be greatest integer 2. When we put 1 in place of greatest integer 2x, so it will be 2 only. When you put any number less than 3/2, like when you put 3/2 over here, its value will be 3, correct? So less than 3/2, for any number less than 3/2, you will get 2 only. Okay, and after 3/2, like if we put 3/2, so its value will be 3, greatest integer will be 3, and up to 2, because if you put 2 it will become 4. So before 2 it will be 2, before 2 it will be 3, sorry.
So like we'll have to select a value that should like follow the greatest integer condition, as well as it should be in between the limits also.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Now let's check the next question. I think next question, it is simply greatest integer x. So in these type of questions you will not face that problem, like integration 0 to 2.5 greatest integer x dx. So these type of questions are simple. 0 to 1, next limit will be from 1 to 2, next limit will be from 2 to 2.5, like this. For this interval, we will directly write 0. For the next interval, we will directly write 1. For the next interval, we will directly write 2. Correct? Now, let us consider if we have 2 with this. Now, just consider this condition. Okay? Let us consider if we have like this 0 to 2.5. Let us consider it is like 2x, greatest integer 2x dx. Correct? So how we can solve this? So first interval will start from 0, okay, and up to 0.5, because when 2 into 0.5 you will get 1, okay. So up to 0 to 0.5 we will get 0 here. Now next interval will start from 0.5. From 0.5 to like if you put 0.5 you will get 1, and next value will be 2, so up to 0.5 to 1 you will get the value as 1. Correct? Greatest integer
Yes,
function value.
sir.
And for the next interval, that is 1 to
Then 1 from
1.5.
1.3.
So
Yes,
when you put 1 you will get 2 till that, till this value like 1.5, because after 1.5 you will get 3. Correct? For the next interval 1.5 to 2, it will be like 3. And for the next interval 2 to 2.5, it will be like 4 dx. Correct?
yes, sir. So we should generally like go for half values only, no?
No, it depends on this factor. If this factor is half, so that's why I have,
So like in previous question also we considered 3 by 2, which was half only.
because here it was like 2x. If it
Yes,
will be like 3x, so we will go with one third value of that. Like 0 to 1 by 3,
yes,
1
sir.
by 3 to 2 by 3, what we have seen in that example. Okay. Okay, so I think this type of problems are okay. You can solve these type of questions. Further, some questions based on other properties, because as of now we have usually applied only one property, that is breaking the limit. Now the questions based on other properties are in question number 9 to 11. So in next class we will solve these questions. Okay, question number 9 to 11. After this complete exercise will be completed, and we will move to the application of integral part. Okay.
Yes, sir. And sir, like in our exam, that question came mod related only from integration, that x to the power 2020.
X to the power
2020 it was written.
2020.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm telling you 1 second.
Okay. Okay, well.